Have you ever opened up Instagram and asked yourself, what should I post today? Or maybe you're spending way too much time coming up with ideas for Instagram posts. If that's you, stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you 5 proven Instagram posts that I use on a weekly basis to get more engagement, get more followers, and most importantly, more leads and sales from the content I create. Because if you're going to spend time creating content and posting on Instagram, you need to make sure the content you're actually making gives you an ROI. I see too many content creators and business owners pumping out content that aren't getting any sort of ROI at all. And that's because they're not using the 5 posts that I'm going to share with you in this video. When done right, I guarantee that if you use these posts, you will get more engagement and you will grow your business so much faster. Before we jump in, if you like what you see today, smash the subscribe button to get daily videos just like this to help you improve your marketing and sales skills so you can make more money and help more people. So the first post that works extremely well for Instagram is going to be a personal story post. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Instagram and I'm going to give you an example of them and show you why they work so that you can replicate them. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into Instagram. All right, so I've got my desktop pulled up over here, and here's a personal story post that I did on March 25th. And just off first glance here, it got 157 likes. I don't have a massive following, just to let you guys know. But the following that I do have, like we're still able to generate $100,000 a month plus, and my following is probably around, let's see, 13,000? Yeah, almost 14,000, but that allows us to generate well over $100,000 a month. So what I've got for this first one here, got 157 likes. If I look at the insights, this is where it gets interesting. So notice here, it's got 68 comments. 68 comments. That's because at the end of this post, I'm gonna show it to you in a second, I did a 2-step where I said, hey, if this resonates with you, or if you're looking for this, comment this word below and I'll send you over a free resource. Okay, so this acts as a way to capture leads and get people to raise their hand and say that they're interested. Okay, so this post performed really well for me. I don't have the back end numbers of how many clients this got me or how many calls it got me, but half of those comments of the 68 are me responding back. So let's just say that's 34 leads that came from one single post. Okay, so let me share with you what I did here in the strategy so you can replicate it too. So if we look at the post, it's a photo of me and my girlfriend. Anytime I do a personal story post, I almost always include a photo of my personal life, even if the content itself has to relate to business or to what I do. Okay, so in this one here, it says, it took me 5 years before I had my first 10K month from online coaching. Okay, so it's a story post of like, oh wow, it took you that long. You know, I was doing all these things that everybody else was doing and none of those worked for me. Okay, I was just left feeling tired from creating so much content and not seeing any results from it. I wanted to work 100% remotely and knew the only way for me to do that was to learn marketing and sales. So I didn't give up and I kept trying new things. One thing that I'd always wanted to do was try paid ads. Okay, but the common advice was, you know, wait till you're doing $10,000 a month before ads. So I waited for 5 years. And until one day I said, screw it, I'm launching paid ads. And holy cow, I'm so grateful that I did. From day one, I started getting more traffic and leads for my coaching offer. And while they did take time to optimize and get dialed in, I was able to see sales coming in within the first month. The thought I had at this time was, wow, I wish I had started learning this skill sooner. Because if I had, I wouldn't have had to wait years before hitting my first 10K month milestone. And the truth is, you can get started for as little as $10 a day and start booking sales calls within a week of the ads being turned on. And if you want to learn the best paid ad strategies that are working for hundreds of health coaches that we've worked with, just comment ads below and I'll send you a mini course that I put together for 100% for free. It covers the 3 funnels that are designed for health and fitness coaches to get more followers, more leads, and more clients within 28 days of launching them. Just comment ads for access to the mini course. And I even got a client up here who's like, this took me less than 2 months, thank you. And I was like, oh, perfect. I didn't ask her to do that, you know? But all these people are asking for the mini course, right? I'm able to DM each of them and see if they need help and invite them to calls. And I know my team did invite quite a few of these people to calls, okay? That was kind of me just reading it to you. Now, why it works so well is that when you write a personal story post, okay, when you write this, you need to connect to your ideal client of where they're at when they read this. Okay, so for me, I knew the person I'm trying to reach here is doing all these things. They're posting daily, they're sending cold DMs, they're trying the follow, unfollow strategy, they're trying to grow a Facebook group, they even tried writing a blog or networking, and they've tried everything and nothing worked. And the common advice that they're being told is you can't run ads until you're doing 10K a month, right? Because I was told that too. I am my past ideal client. And then what I said is actually, you know what? I said, screw it, I'm gonna try it. And when I did, I got this result. And now, if you want to learn that result too, just comment below and I'll send you over a training or a lead magnet, right? That's going to help you do that thing. That's the entire play. It's like connect with them where they're at. The hook was like about my story. It took me this long to hit this. It's a long time. I was doing this knowing my ideal client does this. I felt tired. I was creating so much content, not seeing any results from it. So many people resonate with that. I know my target market. So you can do the same thing for yours, right? So input your story instead of my story there. Another example of this is from my client, Kevin from Dad Bod Wad. This is a pinned post of his. Go check it out. It's really good. And I'll pin all these posts that I'm going to share with you in the description below so you can check them out. Okay. Best way for you to learn is just by looking at how other people do it. And he does a great job of storytelling. Okay. So this, I'm not going to read this full thing because it's a really long one. And I don't want the video to go too long, but I will encourage you to check it out. You know, essentially what he's talking about here is he was really embarrassed to take his shirt off in the hospital and like have the skin on skin contact. And it's supposed to be a really memorable moment, but he was ashamed with the way that he looked and the weight he had gained over the past year, 2 years. That inspired him to take action and get into the best shape of his life. And now he coaches other men who are fathers who also experience the dad bod, right? They have the dad bod. They don't want to feel that way. And he gets very emotional, right? Like he gets very emotional. And that's what works really well is when you can connect on an emotional level of this moment right here. Other dads can resonate and relate to this. And if they're like, yeah, I felt the same way when I took my shirt off to have that skin on skin contact, or I felt the same way taking my shirt off at a pool and feeling really nervous how other people are going to perceive me, right? So Kevin did a really good job here. Okay. I'm going to highly suggest you guys check it out. So to wrap that up, the first post that works extremely well is storytelling, but storytelling from your point of view before you went through the transformation that you now help people achieve. Okay, this works really well for coaches and service level providers. Okay, telling stories that relate to your ideal client will make you more sales. Okay, highly suggest doing at least one of these a week. All right, so the next post idea that we're going to talk about are lists. People love lists. It could be list of books. It could be list of courses. It could be list of videos. It could be list of influencers. It could be your favorite exercises, your favorite foods to eat, like your productivity stack and tool. Like there's so many things you could do with this, but people love lists and they will save lists. Let me give you 2 examples of effective list posts. Okay, so here is a tweet thread post that I made on Instagram, and it's just a list of hooks. 11 hooks that are proven to stop scrolls and capture eyeballs on your content thread, right? And then there's a second hook here, you know, bad hooks kill good content. You have 3 seconds to create dopamine spike in your audience's brains. Without this, you will not get any engagement in your content. Use these hooks to spike dopamine. And then on here, there's just 2 hooks per slide, and I explain why they work. But all it is just a list, right? And this thing worked extremely well for me. Okay, I posted this. Most of these are all recent within the past month. This was from March 28th. It got 377 likes. And most of the people that saw this were not followers. It got 808 saves and 585 sends. I did not boost this post. Okay, you might be like, wow, did you boost it? I did not boost it. It got me 38 followers, and every new follower that comes in is a lead for us. So we message all of them. So that got me 38 leads. The story post that I shared in the first one got me 32 or whatever it was. This one got me 38. And one person clicked my link in bio to my lead magnet. Okay. So all this is a really high value list that I know people want. Okay. And you can make them really simple like this. Okay. Another one that you can do, I really like the tweet style posts. They're just like really simple for me to create. Another one here is a list of books, right? Here are the top 5 books that helped me make 6 figures my first year out of physical therapy school. And then it lists the 5 books that I read. I hope that these help you. like they helped me getting started in my online business. And it got me about 100 likes. I don't think it got me the amount of leads as the other one did. This is an older post from January, but still 12 shares. And most of the time when you see a share, typically people share it to people who don't follow you. So that's pretty awesome, right? So I got 12 shares to new eyeballs, 110 saves, more saves than likes. Yeah, no follows. Again, I didn't expect that for this one. But again, very simple, right? Very simple to make. People like them, they'll save them. Saves will increase reach. We want more saves. Okay, so the third post we're gonna talk about are day in a life posts. And there's nobody else who does this better than my girlfriend, okay? I'm gonna brag on her because I think she does a fantastic job of this. Okay, so I've got her account pulled up here. And let me just honestly, you could go through her account, but she gets very vulnerable and deep. And this does relate to the first post, the personal story post, but the personal story post goes a little bit more into the transformation, like your personal transformation story. For most of us, if we're doing a service-based business, if we're a coach, consultant, we typically buy from other people because we want to aspire to be more like those people. So Claire, she's an online health and fitness coach. That's the typical demographic that my team works with. And you'll notice that she creates a lot of day in the life content, right? And this is a great example. She knows that her ideal clients want to eat out and have dessert and drink wine, right? So she made a post of, I earned this, I earned this meal. And it's just, talking about her thoughts and her transformation of how she's able to now accept eating out while still trying to lose weight. And it really relates to her ideal client. Right? And again, she's also a trainer, so she helps people with their fitness. And she's gonna have day in the life of just like her doing B-roll, doing the thing, right? I've seen business coaches do the same thing for here. It could be them working behind a computer, and there's like B-roll text of like, this is my work routine. That stuff works really well because we want to connect with that person before we give them business. Okay, we want to connect with them on a personal level, and we also want to aspire to be more like them. Okay, so the third post, day in the life, just show people what you do. A lot of this can be done in the stories, but I do find having a good mix in your profile feed works well. I'm also pointing out Claire for this because I'm not the best at this. I'll be the first to tell you. When I work, I'm in deep focus mode and I like to batch stuff. This area, this third post, is one of the best ways for me to improve because I don't share a lot of that stuff. I'm pretty professional, but I know that if I can share a little bit more of my journey and what I do on a day-to-day, that's going to connect with people on a deeper level, and it'll increase the quality of leads that I do get coming through. Okay, so that's post 3. All right, post number 4. This idea is posting 3 to 5 tips, tricks, or hacks that will help somebody get a quick win. Okay, I'm gonna pull up 2 of those now. All right, so I just got one pulled up. I, again, love the Twitter style stuff. It's my kind of flagship style right now. I love it. But what I'm doing here is I'm going to teach, okay? I'm going to give somebody some actionable stuff. This one is a little different than the list, right? The list is like, here are a bunch of different things you can try, right? That you could save, they're great. The 3 to 5 actionable tips, hacks, tricks, all those like words are going to be more progressive. Like, here's the 3 steps to doing this thing. So you're really going to teach and give a quick win. So somebody could take this, go use it, and be like, dude, that was so helpful. Thank you so much. Okay. So here's the first hook here. I gained 10,000 followers on Instagram in 365 days. Outcome that I know my ideal client wants. Here's how to grow a personal brand on Instagram without buying fake followers. Okay. People don't want to ruin their reputation and have a bunch of fake followers. Okay. And then inside of here, this shares my story of like, I had this many last year. I was doing this, it wasn't working. I then tried this and I started getting 20, 30 followers a day. And from this point moving forward, it is the steps that I took. So step 1, I updated my profile. Step 2, I posted daily that provided value. Step 3, I connected with my audience in the DMs. Step 4, I started boosting carousel posts like this so I could get more followers. And then those are the things that did it for me, right? And then just follow for more, okay? But again, this one did really well. Again, this is a recent one as of, I think, last week, but 85 cents, 251 saves, and only 4 follows, and then 6 people clicked my link in bio to my lead magnet. So at least 10 leads here from this one post, and a lot of new eyeballs, right? So love that. Okay. But it's just, here are the 4 steps to do this thing. Here's another one I did as a reel. So this video here, it says how to make your first Instagram ad in 60 seconds. And it goes through step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. All the way through. And then I also list them in the caption below. This one, it does have another call to action at the end. Like, if you want this, DM me this word and I'll send this over. And again, you'll see, oh, you only got 66 likes. But if I click view insights, you'll see that it got 157 comments. And again, half of those are going to be me responding back. So that's 72 to 73 leads that came in from that one post, even though it got 66 likes. Forget likes, forget all this stuff. I care about leads and sales. Okay. So that's what this one got me here, which is pretty awesome. 2 follows on top of that too. So lists and steps, those do well. Okay, this was steps. And last but not least, the 5th post that works extremely well to generate more leads, engagement, and sales in your business is going to be case study or testimonial posts. Let me show you 2 examples of those. Okay, so here is one of mine. Whenever a client of mine hits a milestone, which my current milestones are 10K, 20K, and 50K a month, I will then send them a trophy. And I just got 3 new ones today, which is awesome. But you can kind of already see I got a wall of them on my feed. And then I also put them on my website. I run them as ads. It's just a great way of social proof. Everyone looks happy when they hit a milestone. Okay, so I send this to them and we'll have them take a selfie with it and send it back to me. And then I just share in the captions what this person did to achieve the result that they were trying to achieve. And these posts almost always will have low engagement, right? 59 likes. It probably didn't get that many views. It probably didn't get many shares or saves. And let's just open it up and check. Yeah, not a ton. Interesting, I got more, a larger percentage of non-followers. I don't expect these to increase engagement. These will increase sales and leads long-term because you're showcasing that you can get their result. And if other people want the result and they see that you're able to help others do that, there's a higher likelihood that they're going to want to work with you. And that's also why in this post, if you do it strategically like I did, I talked about where this person was when he first came to us, right? So I'm doing the same thing I did in the first post example I gave you, of telling your personal transformation story, how it relates to the client, the outcome they want to achieve. We're doing the same thing here, but we're doing it with one of our clients or one of our students or just customers, right? So here's Brooks. Look at this awesome milestone he did. This is where he was before he started working with us. This is what we worked on, and this is where he's at now. And now any ideal client who's watching that, they might raise their hand and be like, man, I'm feeling really similar to how Brooks was when you started working with Brooks. That means that you might be able to help me go from here to here too. I'm going to really consider that. And sometimes with these, you can have a call to action at the end. Yeah. So my call to action at the end was just like this. P.S. If you're looking for more help to grow your coaching business, we're giving 5 scholarships this week valued at $1,000. To learn more or apply, click the link in bio. And I have this here because if somebody wanted to click it, it pulls up your bio. Little quick hack there at the end. Okay. So that's how I did that one. And then here's another one from one of my clients, Jim Wall. So these are also really good to put on your feed. Again, they're not gonna get a ton of engagement, but if someone comes to your profile feed and you have just a wall of testimonials, every 2 to 3, rows on Instagram, you've got one testimonial or case study, it's going to build up the confidence that you can help that person achieve the result. So long-term, even though these posts don't get the best engagement, it's a great strategy for you to continue to build reputation with your brand and show your audience you are capable. Okay. So hers right here is just a before and after photo and a little screenshot of the weight that she was before and where she's at now. Huge. And then also just some subjective stuff of where she was at. This is a great post. And then the last one over here. If you're ready to prioritize yourself and make your transformation in 2024, visit the link in bio to get your one-on-one coaching game plan. Okay. Really awesome job here. And again, she connected here of told the story, right? Full-time nurse and mom who, wanted to be more energetic for her 2 boys when she wasn't working. Lots of women are also in that same state. They have that same goal. And, that's really exciting, right? So, and then it says, and after doing this, she was able to go from here to here. Really, really simple with the call to action to apply if you're interested in getting support. Great post. Great post. All right, so let's go ahead and do a recap. The first post idea, if you're not sure what to post, do a personal transformation story post. This allows you to connect with your ideal client exactly where they're at right now, and they know that you went down the path so that you can help them do it too. That's post 1. Post number 2, if in doubt, make a list. A list of your favorite foods, favorite exercises, favorite books, favorite hooks, whatever the thing is. Like, people love lists. Number 3, make a day in the life post. Show people what it is that you do. Show them how you live your life and show them how that relates to the service that you provide. Now, this works because you are the attractive character that most of your ideal clients want to be more like. So show them what you do. Post idea number 4 is going to be doing a 3 to 5 steps to achieving a certain result. Give it all away here. Don't hold back. And post number 5 is doing case studies and testimonials with specific call to actions at the end to apply to work with you. If you're in doubt, use one of those 5 posts and you can rinse and repeat them every single week to get more engagement, to get more leads, and most importantly, get more sales to grow your business. If you guys liked today's video, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. I create daily videos just like this to help you master online marketing and sales. Peace.